Please sign right here. Let me take a picture of you with the box.
A picture? Why?
It's part of the protocol.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to remind you how sensitive the material is.
I know. Thanks.
Good. Take care.
Russell, did you receive it?
It just arrived.
Good. Listen, priority is to find the real cause of death. Early reports indicate suicide, a drug overdose, but I don't buy it. It doesn't make sense. She was too important and the timing was odd.
She was a lawyer at GoAT, right?
More like the vice president.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So now you see how deeply in trouble you'd be if anything leaks out.
You're putting me in a tough spot here, Tom.
Not if you're careful, Russell. Just make sure nothing leaks out.
Why not wait for the full autopsy? Why do you need me?
We need to move faster, and if there's something bigger going on, we need to investigate it. This is a one-time chance to catch them. GoAT has been dodging us for way too long.
So you want me to spy on them through her memories?
No, I just want you to find out how she died, which is legal. But if I'm right, it will take us somewhere nasty. I know there's something off. We just need to find out what.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Good. Remember, it's because of these people we're here in the first place.
Well, we don't know anything yet.
We will, Russell. I've been in this for too long to know it's not just suicide. You'll see. So, I've given you access to her apartment on Stratford Avenue. They're about to wrap it up over there. But Detective Stan Becker's waiting for you. He knows you're coming. If you want to investigate the real place, you should head out there now.
All right. I'll check it out.
Okay then. I'll leave you to it. Don't keep Stan waiting, and keep me posted on anything you find.
Sure. See ya. This is not a pipe.
But who, as Cindy Smith very...
The idea was an office-lab
eloquently
hybrid.
put it here earlier, feel that technology is something that both can empower and do fantastic good in the world, and at the same time gives us new power to screw up.
Hey, Russell, right? Tom said you'd come. Feel free to take a look around, but don't touch anything. And let me know if you have any questions. Yeah?
Do you have any theories about what happened?
It's a little early yet, but everything points to suicide. There are lots of loose ends as to why, especially considering who she was. Her laptop, for example, is gone. We haven't been able to find it, so who knows how deep that thing goes. Even so, I don't think there's a possibility someone sneaked in and forced her to take some pills somehow. But don't take my word for it. We don't even have the full autopsy report yet.
Who found her?
Didn't you get the report? It was her husband.
What time did he find her?
The morning after, and called right away. The security cameras corroborate the time he arrived, so we don't have any reason to suspect him.
Thanks.
No problem.
Quite a view. Visiani Simultani, a futurist painting. Interesting choice. Probably the things Alex came to pick up when he found her. It's getting late. Alex's clothes, probably. Looks like an expensive mask. Broken. Clearly she'd been drinking. Looks like where the body was. Bloody footprints. She probably stepped on the broken shards. Vomit. Another broken mirror. I don't think it's a coincidence. Vomit. Okay. I think I have enough information from the real place. Time to find out what her memories have to say about what happened. No disk uploaded yet. I've got nothing to put in there. Development logs of patch 1.2. Probably the most important update to date, and Carl's last contribution to the project.
All right. I have a temporary solution for when Evie can't interpret some part of a memory, but it requires manual input. So, let's say the data was a chair. While Evie can't interpret it is a chair, or where it should be, she's still able to produce a 3D geometrical output with sound, and that output is based on data which does have meaning. The problem is that it doesn't fit anywhere, and it doesn't make sense to her. So, what I did was to allow Evie to still represent this failed reconstruction in an encapsulated manner that we can look at, inside the memory space, so we can interpret it. I made a quick interface for inspection too. So, in other words, we can now assist Evie at interpreting the data by using our special human skills. We just have to tell her what it could be and where it should belong. And she should be able to narrow the margin enough to make it part of the reconstruction again.
Question. Is it always about something missing, like a chair or another object? Or can it be a subjective thing that doesn't belong anywhere?
It could be a subjective thing, yes, but that would be rare, as it's more likely to become a subjective entity or part of the subjective environment somehow. Shouldn't be represented as missing data.
Okay.
Can happen, though. Would be interesting to see.
Yeah. This is great, Carl. We're so close. Okay. So, reason to celebrate. We can now make an objective reconstruction.
So, it worked.
My original approach didn't, but the machine learning approach did.
These are your memories you're using, right?
Yeah, for now.
Cool.
So what I did is to isolate a memory of a specific place, and then made the machine compare it with real footage of that same place, taken exactly at the same moment that the memory was made. So instead of trying to find out how to filter a memory out of its subjective experience, I just let the machine attempt it through trial and error. It basically iterates reconstructions of my memory by randomly filtering unclassified data, and the random reconstructions that match the footage the most get selected, and a new round of random reconstructions begin. Eventually, the filtering is narrowed down to data that is more and more reduced in size. And after a while, the solution is basically the same as the footage, just more glitchy and blurry.
And did you test it with different types of memories?
Nothing too extreme in terms of emotional distress yet, but yes, all types of memories and places. I've been carrying a camera for quite a while now.
I like it, but I think that you still need a bigger test pool to truly call it objective. I mean, you could be introducing bias by how you're making these memories.
That's true. But currently, the places consistently match in size, shape, color. The sounds are getting clearer. While it's not perfect yet, it's robust enough to be certain that if anything bigger than, for example, the size of a tennis ball appears in an objective reconstruction, and if that isn't too blurry or glitchy, it means it was just there. The error margin is simply too small now.
Cool.
Yep. And the cool thing is we can start classifying and understanding this data now by going backwards.
Yeah, I want to take a look at that.
It's all uploaded.
Awesome, Russell.
No disk uploaded yet. No disk uploaded yet. I need to start over again. I can't believe the loss of performance after adapting them to comply with the new laws. Times are changing indeed. This was the first thing I brought in here. I really need a new partner. Hard to replace Carl, though. Carl liked to read this nonsense. I never figured out how such a great scientist was able to pour so much time in reading clickbait articles. He once said he could draw global connections through them. My little project. It's come a long way. I just need a few more years of independence. I need to keep the TSB away. Soon. On the fly memory reconstruction. No disk uploaded yet. Upload is ready. Evie, ready?
Yes.
Okay, good. Please operate on patch 1.2. And scan for the latest memory you can find, ideally just before her death.
Understood.
So this is when she died. Hello there, Joanna. Reconstructing glass from memories. I don't think we'll ever get it right. Interesting glitch on the clock. Lots of missing information here, Evie. This doesn't seem to be the right moment.
Yes. I wasn't able to pinpoint any further coordinates. Objective data is incomplete.
Reasons?
High emotional state.
She might have known she was going to die. Is there enough data to reconstruct a subjective state of the memory?
Yes.
Good. I'll enter the subjective state and see what I can find.
Subjective reconstruction was successful, but I couldn't interpret all data.
It's fine, Evie. Subjective interpretation is tough for any AI, even a special one like you. That ladder goes down to the first floor. I can't make sense of this sound. I can't make sense of this sound. Could this be her as a child? In the objective, adult version of her isn't represented. Only her shadow. Could mean so many things. Looks like a girl. Looks like a girl. Looks like a girl.
It belongs somewhere in the memory, but I cannot interpret it. I need to know what it is and where it belongs.
All right. I'll study it and put it in the right place. There was something here in the objective state. Evie, do a match with clock data at this spot. A picture of a dog. Following her?
Processing. I can't interpret the new raw data, but the spikes in the readings suggest an intense, violent moment. Reminder. At your discretion, I can momentarily free memory and processing power to deliver more accurate feedback.
Her laptop. If it's in the objective state as well, then somebody did take it. A spider web. No way out. A spider web. No way out. The water is running. Seems close. Maybe in the objective state. Seems close. Maybe in the objective state. Maybe this is the right moment. The raw data should work here. Evie, do a match right here with a mirror being violently broken. What is this hand doing here? You were right, Tom. She wasn't alone. Should be good enough evidence to keep him satisfied for now.
Should I shut down the simulation?
Please, go ahead.
Understood. Shutting down in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Russell. Any good news?
It wasn't a clear reconstruction, but I managed to get some objective evidence. There was a clear hand next to her, just when she was lying on her bed, and the pills were all over the floor. So it seems you may be right. There was definitely somebody with her.
A hand. That's all you could find.
Well, Tom, I'm just getting started. Her last memories are fuzzy, and that's probably because of the psychological stress she was under. The fact that she wasn't alone is a good start.
Yeah, good to know. But we need to know who it was so we can do something about it.
I'll keep looking, Tom. Let's just hope the rest of the memories are in better shape.
I hope so. Did you find anything else?
I saw a lot of other things. I just need to understand her unconscious better.
It's fine, Russell. Just keep looking, but I need something else from you. We need to get into her private email. The password. We were able to hack the words, but there are 3 numbers at the start that we don't know. We have only a few shots at this, so that's why I need you.
Her password? I'd like to avoid that.
Listen, Russell, we're here precisely to avoid tech industry fuck-ups like in the past, and finding the password is aligned with that goal.
You're here because of that. My research had nothing to do with all of it.
Russell, just send us the scan and inspection report as legally required, and there will be no issues, I promise. We're counting on you for this one. The password ends with Namas. N-A-M-A-H-S. But it's preceded by 3 numbers. We have 3 to 4 tries with this password at most, so when you have something, call me.
It's not that simple. There are major consequences.
I'll wait for your call. Bye, Russell.
Damn it. I need to start over again. Okay, Evie. We need to find that password. But most importantly, how and why she died. If you can isolate memories or dreams that may have a connection with the password, or emotional patterns similar to those of her death.
A deep search is needed to find such patterns. It will take time.
Yeah, I know. I could use some rest anyway.
Understood. Search will run overnight.
Optimize the processes as much as you can. Good night, Evie.
Thank you. Good night.
Home sweet home. A quiet night in my mostly quiet neighborhood. It started updating on its own, stuck at 99.9%. Why am I not surprised? This is Marie Tsu's speech when receiving a UN award. It was about AI, the future, and this building's design. They seem to be already using it. She seems to be quite optimistic on what can be done. After her mother died, we haven't been very close. She blames me for not being close enough, I think. For being too focused on my work. Especially during my wife's last days. Carl sent me this.
You know what? I would never have thought that. It's amazing. It really is. I mean, your parents must be very proud. Congratulations to all of you.
Thanks, Phyllis.
Coming back to your work, you've been there from the beginning, am I right?
Yes, we were less than 15 people, I think. It was like 30 years ago, a few months after the company started.
And now you're head of technology.
That's right.
Amazing. So, before I ask you how smart you have to be to do that, tell me.
Sometimes the best work happens at home.
Research company with almost no investment into a company that leads on AI.
How
and
considerate.
Pretty much every other technology for that matter.
Well, that's a big question.
But from
A
a
note from
motivation
Laura.
perspective, what drove the evolution of the company? Was there a master plan from the beginning? Did you think you would expand to so many areas of tech?
Well, there are so many factors together. I mean, there's market share, emerging technologies, how what we already do can adapt to other markets, or let's say minimizing...
At this hour?
Of course, there was...
There's never enough time. It's supposed to be fall. What is this place? What have you gotten me into, Tom? Hi, Evie. Before asking about the overnight scan, I need to get a letter scanned. Anything you can find on it is useful.
Understood. Please leave it in the scanning hardware, and I'll do my best.
Okay, here it is. Please see if you can match that picture with anything. It's urgent.
Understood.
And if there are any fingerprints or any other clues you can extract.
I'll start with the picture. I have hardware limitations for most other tasks.
Yeah, I know. I'll build a decent scanner soon. Meanwhile, I'm sure my little project can be of some use.
I will try.
That's all I ask.